Garvey'S had forgotten the message Garvey had told them when he left. But when Selassie was crowned, it was remembered by many Rasta. Leonard Howell, the founder of the Rastafari movement, was a Garvey'ite. And you might ask yourself, what is the importance of this? The reason why they worship Haile Selassie was because Marcus Garvey was no longer here. If Marcus Garvey was here, they would still be worshipping and following. Well, I don't say worship, but they would still be following Marcus Garvey. I repeat what I just said. If Marcus Garvey was still here in Jamaica when Haile Selassie was coronated, nobody would have thought that Haile Selassie was God, because they would have waited for Marcus Garvey's interpretation of what or how to portray this man. And Marcus Garvey would not relinquish them his power over them or his leadership. So he would say, probably, he would have said, yeah, man, he's a great man. He's a great man. And we should, you know what I mean, support him. But nobody would be here calling him God. As me say, it's a bandwagon thing take place. Marcus Garvey was no longer here and they were looking for a leader. As sheep without shepherds. We should have an article we actually use that word. You know. Can't find some of the articles, them the website get taken down. There's so much information. You understand? But me just assure you how Rastafariism came to be. Before that, there was no such thing as Rastafariism. Marcus Garvey did not encourage anybody to follow Haile Selassie as God. You understand? As a matter of fact, we are going to show you what Marcus Garvey had to say about Haile Selassie. You understand? But before we do that, let me read what took place. That this is information that the Rastafari community, you know what I mean? A modern time now, you know, I don't see how them can hide this, you know. Once upon a time when you never have the internet, you understand? And people never have the discipline to read. The Rastafari community could tell you anything them want to tell you. But see the history in front of it. As a matter of fact, this is a pro-Selassie website. This is not a website trying to bash. And none of these articles that I'm reading are anti-Haile Selassie. For the most part, majority of them, they are pro-Selassie. They might try to big him up. But the information in there, it just make Selassie a regular man. You understand? Because these articles, them just tell you the history. Them just tell you the plain truth. You understand? Let me continue reading. This website is theHaileSelassie.com. That is where it name. This is a Haile Selassie website, meaning them love Selassie. This is what it said. Haile Selassie went into exile from 1936 to 1941. That is what Haile Selassie fans them know, and them are right in this article. You understand? When Ethiopia was invaded and occupied by Italy, that is history. That took place. Ethiopia got invaded by Italy the same way how Ukraine got invaded by Russia. The only difference is Haile Selassie fled. Haile Selassie left Ethiopia. Let me continue reading. Let me read again. Haile Selassie went into exile from 1936 to 1941 when Ethiopia was invaded and occupied by Italy. Let me explain the occupied part. Italy actually won the war, or won that particular phase of the war. And they occupied Ethiopia. Mussolini made himself emperor of Ethiopia while Selassie run gone. This is the man, the Rastafarian community called God. And I am not reading from a propaganda source. I'm reading from Selassie fan them. Them write this. This website is theearlyselassie.com. This website is not trying to discredit Selassie. It's trying to big him up. If me read the whole of this, you're going to see how big them a try big up. But me not read the whole of that. Big them a try big him up. And I say, yeah, man, him put up courage, but him did run. You understand? Let me continue reading. The first 4 years he stayed in Bath, England, after being given political asylum by the British. Who were our slave masters here in Jamaica? I'm going to ask that question. Let me see if somebody willing to answer. Let me see if a Rastafarian willing to answer that question. Who enslaved black people here in Jamaica? Let me read this again. The first 4 years he stayed in Bath, England, after being given political asylum by the British. All right, so somebody say England, the British enslaved black people. How can you worship a man as God who needed political asylum from your slave master? Rastafarians burn the Queen of England, burn colonialism, burn this and burn that, which is right. We burn it too. But how can your God be a man who needed help from your same colonizers? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. The topic of this class is Rastafarianism foundation weak. If you depend upon this religion to guide you through life, you feel already. You feel. Let me continue reading. However, they would not have him stay in London as it would have been politically embarrassing.